Good evening, children. Welcome back to one more session of mathematics. Today we see the new chapter, that is pair of linear equation in two variables. Pair of linear equations in two variables. Linear equations. What do you mean by linear equation? The two linear equations with the two variables. Two linear equations in the same two variables are called linear equations. If the degree is 1. If the degree is 1, then that is two linear equations in the same two variables. In the same two variables are called linear equations. The degree is 1. So what are the variables here? X and y. The standard into variables, pair of linear equation. Ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Where a square plus b square is not equal to 0, children. Where a square, this should not be 0. This is the most important condition, that is a square plus b square never be not equal to 0. Here, if you take here, one of the equations is this is the second equation. If you want to write, you have to take like this: a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, where a1 square plus b1 square is not equal to 0. Same like that, if you want to go with the one more equation, that is here a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0, where a2 square plus b2 square is not equal to 0. This should not be equal to 0. This is not equal to 0. Okay, now? So that is where a1, b1, a2, b2, c2, c1 are all real numbers. So where a1 square plus b1 square is not equal to 0, and also a2 square plus b2 square is not equal to 0, where a1, b1, c1 and a2, b2, c2 are the coefficients of x, y, and also they are called real numbers. So we have here comparison is there. The comparison. Here, pair of linear equations, that is totally depends upon main here. Graphical systems are there here. We have a graphical systems. Very next, after seeing the equation, you have to say that this graph represent to something. You have to say that the two pair of linear equations are straight lines, or it intersects, or maybe they are parallel. So like this you can see. So here a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. You can see some graphical systems. You can see the two equation you can see in the form of either like this, straight lines like this. Maybe this is called intersecting line. Maybe parallel like this. Parallel. This is one of the equation. This is another one equation. Or maybe this is a line and one more line. So two lines are there here. So this is called dependent lines. These are called dependent lines. Here two intersecting lines parallel lines and dependent lines or coincident lines. You can see these two linear equations in the form of with the graphical system, maybe intersecting lines, parallel lines. You can see this one like this, coincident lines or dependent lines. This is called AX plus BY plus C is called straight line, indirectly called straight line. Very next, after seeing these two equations, we can say that whether it is intersecting, parallel or coincident. That is this one. Suppose here A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. Suppose A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2, this is no need. Whether it is equal or unequal, secondary matter. If this coefficient A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2, if it is this one, if it is not equal, these two lines, it will be intersects like this. The two lines intersect like this, somewhere it meets. Certainly, if this is A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2, no need of this one. A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2, then the two lines intersects like this. And they will have solution, unique solution. Unique solution means only one different solution you can see. Only one solution you can see for these two equations. If because this means at only one place. This means at only one place. So called one solution. That is called unique solution, different solution. So when the two equations are A1 by A2 comparison, if you go with the comparison of this one, A1 by A2 and B1 by B2, these two are not equal. Let us take this is 1 by 2, this is 1 by 4. Is it equal? No. So if it is like that, the two lines will intersect like this. The two lines graphically you will get like this. And also here, and this is, you got it to one answer, right? This is called unique solution, and also what we'll call, and also here it is one of the words that is consistent. Consistent pair of linear equations. Consistent means if the pair have the solution, then it is called consistent of the pair. Consistent means solution. If this equations will have the solution called consistent pair of linear equation. Consistent pair of linear equation. If you will have the solution, if you will have the answer, we'll call that is a consistent pair of linear equation. And also it is a unique solution. And it is a unique answer you will get. Different answer. One different answer only you will get. That is, if this A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2, if it is not equal to C1 by C2. A1 by A2 it is equal to B1 by B2, it is not equal to C1 by C2, then these are called parallel lines. This lines you can see the equations, the graphical system, you can see parallelly. It doesn't have solution. It is not a consistent. You won't get here the solution if the pair of linear equations are parallel. If the pair of linear equations are parallel, it doesn't have solution. It is inconsistent, we will call that. Inconsistent pair of linear equation. Inconsistent pair of linear equation. Doesn't have the solution. Because these two never meet, because the two lines never meet at anywhere. So called they are in parallel. They are in parallel. So inconsistent pair of linear equation. One, the comparing the equation like this, a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is not equal to c1 by c2. If it will be like this, the lines will you can see like this. And finally, one more, that is a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. All are equal. All the equations are equal. a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. Then this will be like this. Dependent and unlimited of solutions will be there. Unlimited. And it is called consistent pair of linear equation because they have here the solution. They have here the solution, right? So if you have the solution, it is called consistent pair of linear equations, whether it is a 1 or 2 or unlimited. So it is consistent pair of linear equations and unlimited pairs, unlimited solutions you can, because everywhere the two lines will intersect like this. See, one of the line is going on like this. The other line is, see, this will be passed on that itself a dependent line, coincident lines. It depends on you people are dependent on your parents. You people are depending on your parents. Your parents are individual. So you people are dependent. So you will get whatever it is, the solution you will get from your parents. So that is dependent pair of linear equations, dependent, and also it is consistent pair of linear equation. And how many solutions? Unlimited pair of unlimited solution of pair of linear equation. If the comparing like this, compare a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 and c1 by c2. We'll see the example out here. We'll see the examples. How we can recognize this, how we can identify this. Yes. The question is 2x plus 3y minus 5 equal to 0 and 3x minus 2 minus 4y plus 2 equal to 0. Suppose that these two questions are there. Suppose these two questions are there, whether these two pair of linear equations are consistent or inconsistent. If it is consistent, how it will be the graphical system? How? So first of all, we have to find a1 by a2. What is a1, Anna? This is a1, this is a1, b1, c1. a2, b2, c. Yes, a1. What is a1? a1 is 2. What is a2? a2 is 3. See here. This is called, if you will take here, this is, suppose this is minus 3 here. You have to take here, a2 value is minus 3. You should not forget that. Next, what is b1 by b2? What is b1? b1 is 3. What is b2? b2 is minus 4. And also we have to find here third one. C1 by C2 also we have to. What is C1? Minus 5. What is C2? 2. Minus 5 by 2. Minus 5 by 2. A1 by A2 is 2 by minus 3. B1 by B2 is 3 by minus 4. C1 by C1 is minus 5. C2 is plus 2. See now A1 by A2 and B1 by B2. See here, A1 by A2 how much? 2 by minus 1. What is B1 by B2? 3 by minus 1. Is it equal? No. No, A1 by A2 is not equal to B. Don't need to check this one. No need here. C1 by C2, it doesn't matter. A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. That's enough. If it is not equal, these two pair of linear equations will get in graphical system like this. intersecting mode you will get, intersecting system you will get, intersect. The two lines intersects at one place, at one place. And also it is a unique solution, consistent pair of linear equations, consistent pair of linear equation. This is okay. This is it's clear, children. Now we'll go with one more example. We'll go with one more example. Minus 5 by 5x plus 3y is equal to 15, and 2x minus 4y is equal to 1. Let us take this example. Is equal to 1. Come on now. What is a1 by a2? A1 by a2 is what? Minus 5 by 2. Minus 5 by 2. Minus 5 is a1. A2 is 2. So minus 5 by 2. So same like that here. b1 by b2 is equal to 3 by minus 4. 3 by coefficient. A are x coefficients, B are y coefficient. Y coefficient of this one. Even you can write like this. 2 by minus 5 also you can write, children. If you will write 2 by minus 5, you have to write this one minus 4 by 3. If you will interchange this one, you have to interchange even that one also. So now C1 by C2. C1 by C2. 15 by 1. 15 by 1. Nothing but 15. 15 by 1. Now see, minus 5 by 2, 3 by minus 4. Is it equal? A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. See, it is not equal. Minus 5 by 2 is not equal to minus 3 by 4. So these two pair of linear equations you will get by graphical system like that. Whenever you will draw in graph, in the next you will see that one only. See, if it will be like this, A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2, then you can see like that. The two lines you can see intersecting line, unique solution you can see, and it is a pair of consistent pair of linear equations, consistent pair of linear equations. So like this we can find just very next after seeing this linear equation, we can say this is a intersecting lines. We'll go with one more example here. Here it is, one of the question. One of the question is 2x minus 11y minus 4 equal to 0. 4x minus 22y minus 10 equal to 0. So now yes, come on, a1 by a2 find out. A1 is 2, a2 is 4. What is calculation is going on, right? How much? So 2 ones are 2 twos. So 1 by 2 you can write this one. 1 by 2 you can write this one. So same like that here, b1 by b2. What is b1? Minus 11 by minus 22. Minus minus cancel. 11 ones are 11 twos are. 11 ones are 11 twos are. 1 by 2. You got it again. C1 by C2 here you have to do. What is C1? Minus 4. What is C2? Minus 10. So what is this one? Minus minus cancel. 2 twos are 2, 5s are. 2 twos are 2, 5 are. So now we can guess that. A1 by A2 is, what is A1 by A2? A1 by A2 is 1 by 2. What is B1 by B2? Also 1 by 2. See here, B1 by B2 also 1 by 2. A1 by A2 also 1 by 2. So these two are equal. And what is the 2 by 3, 2 by 5? So which is not equal here. Not equal to 2 by 5. So which is not equal to C1 by C2. How this the comparison is? How? We have already said that A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is not equal to C1 by C2. Then these two lines you can see in the form of a parallel lines. It never meets. The two lines never meet at anywhere. The lines will pass individually. That doesn't have the solution. It is called inconsistent pair of linear equations. Inconsistent pair of linear equations which you in the graphical system, if you will draw these two, then you can see the lines in parallel. The good example parallel is railway track. Railway track can never be the cross. Whatever the width is there in Goda, in Ramagundam, the same width you can see in Delhi, wherever you can see. If that will be not in proper distance, the trail will not go on a track. It fell down at somewhere. The good example is railway track. So A1 by A2, if it is equal to B1 by B2 and it is not equal to C1 by C2, then the pair of linear equations are parallel. The good example of this is this one. Because A1 by A2 value is 1 by 2, B1 by B2 value is 1 by 2, C1 by C2 value is 2 by 5. 2 by 5. So that you will get parallel lines. It doesn't have the solution. It never meets. If it meets at some place, then it is called consistent. Until it never call it is consistent. That doesn't have the solution, right? The two lines will pass individually. This will pass and another will go in another lane. It never meets at one place. When the comparing like this, when the coefficients are like this, if these two are equal, this is not equal. Okay, children? And, we'll go with one more example of this parallel. We'll go with one more example with the parallel. The simple logic, yes, okay, fine. 3x minus 7y is equal to 1 and 9x minus 21y is equal to 1. See here, 3x minus 7y is equal to 1. Yes, a1 by a2. What is a1? 3. What is a2? 9. You can write this one as 1 by 3. 3 ones are 3 3s, right? 1 by 3. And also b1 by b2. b1 by b2 value is how much? Minus 7 by minus 21. Minus cancel 7 1s are 7 3s are 7 3s are 21. And one more, that is c1 by c2 is equal to 1 by 1 is nothing but 1. 1 by 1 is nothing but 1. See here, you got it, a1 by a2 is 1 by 3. b1 by b2 also 1 by 3. b1 by b2 also 1 by 3. But c1 by c2 value is only 1. 1 by 1 is nothing but 1. 1 by 1 is nothing but 1. Now that means what here? a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is not equal to c1 by c2. Which are the pair of linear equation you can see in the form of a graphical system as parallel lines. It doesn't have solution and it is never called the consistent pair. It is inconsistent pair of linear equations. Inconsistent pair of linear equations. That is this one. Inconsistent pair of linear. Now you can understand, I think so, children, is yes, intersecting. When it will comes intersecting, when a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. If that two are equal, the third one is not equal c1 by c2, called parallel lines. We'll go with the dependent lines. We'll see one more example of dependent. See here, 4x minus plus 5y is equal to 7. 12x plus 15y is equal to 21. We'll see this one. How it will be. a1 by a2 is equal to 4 by 12. That is equal to 1 by 3. 4 ones are 4 3s are. So same like that here, b1 by b2. That is 5 by 15. 5 by 15. 5 ones are 5. 5 ones are 5. 3s are. So same like that here, c1 by c2. That is 7 by 21. 7 ones are 7. 3 is see here. All A1 by A2 is 1 by 3. B1 by B2 is 1 by 3. C1 by C2 also 1 by 3. That means here therefore A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. Nothing but it is consistent pair of linear equation, and you can see like this. The lines you can see in the graphical system are dependent lines. Dependent lines here. So like this you can see that one, and consistent pair of linear equation. You can see the line on the same line again. Dependent, totally it depends upon. If you want any answer, you should have to be asked your parent. If you will get any doubt, if you want anything, you should have to your parent. For everything you have to ask parent. Dependent is nothing but that. Dependent is nothing like. For everything you have to ask your elder ones, parents. You people are dependent. In each and every case, you have to ask. In each and every point, there will be a solution. So that's what unlimited of the solution. See, this is a point intersected all the time, all the places that are intersected. That is nothing but unlimited. If you take x value something, you will get y value is different. If you take x is equal to 1, y is equal to, you will get 1. If you take x is equal to 3, y is equal to something, you will get. If you take x is equal to 10, y is equal. That means in the remaining 2, you won't get like that. You won't get like that. Only for this you will get. Only for this you will get. And this is dependent. We'll go with the one more example here. Yes. Here now A1 by A2. A1 by A2 is nothing but here nothing is there, nothing but one coefficient is 1 now. Remember that one. If only x will be there, nothing but 1 will be there. Suppose here minus x is there. Minus x is there. That means nothing but here minus 1. You have to take as minus 1. You have to take as minus 1 by minus 7. Minus 1 by minus 7. So that is nothing but 1 by 7 plus 1 by plus 7. That is 1 by 7. And the B1 by B2. B1 by B2 is nothing but minus 3 by minus 21. 3 1s are 3 7s. So minus get cancelled here. Minus get cancelled here. So same like that here. C1 by C2. 15 by 105. That is nothing but here 15 1s are 15 1s are 15 7s are how much? 57 5s are 35. Yes, 105. Yes, 7s are. So you got it here 1 by 7. 1 by 7. 1 by all are equal here. Therefore, A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2 are dependent. Nothing but this one. Like this you can see. First line is there and the second line also is there. It is dependent. It is unique solution. Unlimited of solutions. You can see unlimited of solution. Okay, children. These are the comparing of the graphical system. One is intersecting, parallel lines, and dependent lines. These three are the most important. Whether you can see the equation, you should have to identify that whether it is intersecting lines of pair of linear equations, parallel lines of pair of linear equations, or dependent lines of pair of linear equations. You have to see. And for one equation, you can create the three. For one equation, you can go with the pair of intersecting lines. You can go parallel lines. We can and dependent lines also. We can write the second equation. How? We'll see now. Here. Yes, now we'll go with any equation. Let us take here. See, 2x plus 7y minus 3 equal to 0. Come on here. This is now we have to go with a pair of linear equations. When so that is another here one equation you got. With the help of this equation, you have to write the intersecting lines, the intersected pair of linear equations, parallel pair of linear equations, and dependent pair of linear equations. It's very easy, children. See here. Now, see one more. Take 2x plus 7y minus 3 equal to 0. Take one more because 2x plus 7y minus 3 equal to 0. One is intersecting, one is parallel, one is dependent. Easily we can write, children, here. Let us see this. Let us see this. 2x plus 1. What in intersecting lines, it should not be equal. Means whatever the number you can take. See, what is your choice? My choice number is now 5. So I entered 5x. And the next I like the number is 11. So whatever this is, next is 7 equal to 0. See, unknown numbers direct. No need of checking. Directly you can take whatever the number you are. 5x plus 11y minus 7 equal to 0. They are not even related to any. If you take directly prime number, it is best, I think so. Because prime never be get cancelled. Isn't it? So that's what here. So these two, now see, a1 by a2 is equal to 2 by 5 and a b1 by b2 is equal to 7 by 11. Is it equal? No. So a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. You can see the line pair of linear equations are like this. With the same equation now. See, this is the same equation. You have to create parallel lines. With the help of that equation only, parallel lines you have to create. Simple, Nana. It is very easy. Just to multiply any number, whatever the number, multiply here with the any number. Only x variable and y variable. Here you have to multiply x and y variable with any number other than 1. You can go even with 1 also, but let us take here whatever the other than 1. Not with the 0. Okay. So most important, that is, yes, multiply with 3. What? Only these two variables. Only this. I am taking with the 4. 4 2s are how much? 8x. 4 7s are how much? 28y. That's it. Only these. Only this. 4 2s are 4 7s are. That's it. You can take here even plus 3 also you can take. Or minus 3 also you can take. No issues. Plus 3 you can take or minus 3 you can take. Whatever it is, you can go with that. So that 8x plus 28y plus 3 equal to 0. Now see here a1 by a2. a1 by a2 is equal to 2 by 8. 2 by 8 you can write as 1 by 4. 1 by 4. And here b1 by b2 is equal to 7 by 28. 7 1s are 7, 4s are 1 by 4. C1 by C2. What is C1 by C2? C1 by C2 is equal to minus 3 by 3. Means minus 1. Minus 3 by 3 is nothing but minus 1. So that here 1 by 4 you got it A1 by A2. B1 by B2 also you got it 1 by 4. That, so therefore what now? A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is not equal to C1 by C2 because it is minus 1. So A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is not equal to C1 by C2, which is the, you can see the pair of linear equations are in parallel. You can see parallel. Okay, children, see with the help of the same equation. With the help of the same equation, one is intersecting, the other is parallel. We'll go with the one more with the same equation. With the same now. We have to take any number other than 1 and 0. Take whatever. So I am taking 3. 3 2s are 6x. 3 7s are 21y. 3 3s are 9. 3 0s are 0. See now, 3 table. I took here, I multiplied totally with 3. 3 2s are 6, 3 7s are 21, 3 3s are 9. Now you can see that, see, A1 by A2 is equal to 2 by 6, nothing but 1 by 3. And A2 by, sorry, B2, B1 by B2. What is that B1? 7 by 21. Oh, nothing but 1 by 3. C1 by C2, minus 3 by minus 9. 1 by 3, 3 1 3 3. See, all are 1 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 3. You got it here 1 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by nothing but A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1. All are equal, right? The pair of linear equations are on depending. The pair of linear equations, see, like this. This is one of the line. The other line also it will passes from on the same line, which are called dependent pair of linear equations, children. They will have the all the time the solution. If any doubt will raise us, they will clarify. Your parents will clarify you are right. So whatever the question, you will get the answer. All the time, unlimited of solutions will be there, and they are called consistent pair of linear equations. So see here, with the help of only this equation, 2x plus 7 minus 3, 2x plus 1 by minus 3, 2x plus 1 by minus 3 equal to 0. For this, I created intersecting parallel dependence. Here you have to multiply to all the 3 terms. You have to multiply any with one number. Here only for x and y variable you have to multiply whatever the number. 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Also you can multiply. You can. And here you should not take you should not multiply. Take different numbers, whatever different, because it both should be not equal. Both should be not equal. A1 by A2 is not equal to B1. Here only the 2 terms. Here only 2 terms. Here you have to multiply all the terms. Here you have to multiply all same number. You have to multiply so that you will get a dependent. Here only 2 variables, x and y. You have to multiply. 4. Okay, already 4. Now 5 2s are 10x. 5 7s are 35 by. You can take here whatever. Minus 3 also you can take. But you should not multiply 5 3s are 15. You should not multiply. If you will take dependent, you will get not parallel. And here the different numbers here you have to take. So this is the way, with the help of one equation, you can find here consistent pair of linear equations and inconsistent pair of linear equations. Inconsistent, 2 are there. One is dependent, the another one is intersecting. So these are called the comparing between the coefficients. Comparison of between the coefficients. Okay, children, this is the most important. And the next class of pair of linear equations, some more than this one. That is graphical system, compulsory examination point of view. That is maximum mark in the examination. That is 8 marks question. You will see in the next class. And eagerly wait for that. And meanwhile, thank you.